Hey everybody, Big Anklovich here, podcaster, author, and carnivore. It is Monday, February 3rd, 2025. That means that it's been a long time since I've been on here to give an update. Why is that? Well, I was out of town for a while. And so instead of giving you 3 separate week videos, I'm combining this all into one big thing. We're going to talk a little bit about the lead up to the vacation, and then the vacation, and then the post vacation and what happened there. So let's head over into the videos and we'll check that out, and then I'll talk some more on the other side. Hey everybody, Big Anklovich here, podcaster, author, and carnivore. And today's normally the day that I would be doing my end of the week video and putting my video out, but instead I am out of town. I am in a hotel in Piacenza, Italy. So there's not going to be a video coming out today. Instead, it's going to be coming out next Monday. And yeah, there's not really a lot to say about the video. Sadly, this whole week I have done nothing worthwhile. I haven't broken I'm still carnivore. I stuck with carnivore, but because I knew I was going out of the country and I was gonna be at the mercy of whatever I was able to eat. I didn't know what I was gonna be able to eat. And so I figured, well, I'm just gonna, tread water for now. When I get back from Italy, that is when I will really go hard. I think I may do another sardine fast when I get back to get started. And then, yeah, it's time to go hard. And this year, I made the resolution. This is the year that I'm going to get to my final weight. Hopefully, I can achieve that resolution. But yeah, for now, I'm just hanging out. I'm going to go to Milan today and check out the Duomo, all of that kind of stuff. I'll probably talk a little bit about it. Okay, everybody, I am back in the country. It's been a week and a day or so. Today's what? Wednesday, I think? Although I am not so sure because everything is a little crazy. I'm a little jet lagged, a little messed up in the head, and I think I got sick on the plane on the way home, so I'm feeling like garbage on top of that. I've got a cough that's just burning in my chest, and all my muscles ache. The muscle ache may have to do with the exhaustion from the jet lag, so it could be something else. I don't know, but the cough, I think, is legit sick. But yeah, we're back. I struggled through in Italy. It was kind of a pain in the butt, and I'm kind of glad to be home. I really like to see the stuff that I got to see, but I got tired of dealing with the situation of being a traveling carnivore. And there's a lot of easy ways to do it in Italy. One thing that I would do for the first few days, we were in the hotel and they had breakfast every morning, and I would just load up. They had eggs, bacon, and then a bunch of different cold cuts and cheese, which is a thing in Italy. They do a lot of cold cuts and cheese. And I would just pile up a plate full of all of that stuff, and I would eat that. I think I would usually, those days I was doing like 2 plates, and that was what I ate. That was my day's food. I would just eat as much as I could and then just be like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna be stuffed the rest of the day. That was my plan, and for the most part it worked. My wife, of course, she wanted to eat more. She still does this sad standard American diet, and she also, was one of those people that travels to be able to try the food of the place that she's going to. I have to admit that I find that attitude a little, I don't know, I want to say disgusting, but maybe that's too harsh of a word. I hate that idea, mostly because I know how effed up everybody is, and I'm one of them. I'm not counting myself in that, but I know just how messed up we all are with our food and how addicted we all are. And hearing that just makes it sound to me like, oh, I just want to go to Italy and see what kind of drugs they take there. Oh, it's going to be so good. What do their drugs do to you? What kind of a buzz do you get off of their crazy crap? That's what it feels like to me when I hear people talk about that. And, you know, I don't know. It's not, we all suffer from it, I think. And even I had a hard time. I kept basically like saying the mantra that I don't care about the food. I'm not here for that. My wife kept asking, and I'd be like, I don't care. I'm not here for that. You're the one that wants that. You decide what crap you want. I'll eat whatever or eat nothing. And I tried to stick to that, and I managed. A lot of times I had these cold cut trays that they would do. That was a common thing that they would do, where it was, I don't know, I mean, they were exotic cold cuts. It was things like prosciutto and stuff, different kinds of prosciutto and different kinds of fancy cheeses and whatnot. And that stuff was good. Not really my thing, though. I'm not a fan of prosciutto. I think it's kind of gross. But my wife really encouraged me to eat that stuff. I think she's, you know, that's one thing that I've found. Going out to eat with somebody and just not eating, the other person is just not comfortable with that. I've had that trouble with my friend, my podcast co-host from my podcast. You know, we'll get together here and there, and I'll just be like, no, I'm fine. I'm just going to have water. And he is just like, don't you want this? Don't you? He's just pushing food on me because he feels weird eating in front of me. And he just can't handle it. And I think most people are that way. They don't like to just eat in front of somebody. So yeah, she kept trying to get me to have stuff. And I ate probably a lot more than I should have. But I don't think I did too badly. I may have come home weighing about the same. I didn't weigh myself before I left. I haven't weighed myself in a while because I just knew that I'm in a holding pattern and I wasn't going to just keep torturing myself with it. Maybe I should have, because maybe I would have been like, okay, well, why don't I hold the pattern down here instead of way up here? But yeah, I weighed 240 basically. I think 239.8 this morning when I stepped on the scale. That's like 20 pounds heavier than I was a few weeks ago before Christmas. So it's not going well. But now it's time to get it together, although I should have started that today and I didn't. I went to the grocery store and did the same stuff that I've been doing since I started the holding pattern. Just, you know, day in and day out eating crap that I probably shouldn't be eating and dealing with the trouble, you know, constipation and coughing and throat, like phlegm in my throat and dry skin, all that stuff that comes from eating dairy for me, you know. I just keep doing it and keep dealing with it, and I need to stop because I have noticed you can see a lot of the fat coming back around my face. My face is getting really fat. My gut is getting big. I can tell that it's gotten a great deal bigger, and my pants have become tight, and I need to get back to what I was before. So yeah, for the next week or so, I'm going to be working on that. But yeah, we're done with the holding pattern. Tomorrow I'm going to hit it hard and see what we can do. The holding pattern is over. I went to Milan. I saw some of the sights in Milan. Went to Venice and did all the cool stuff in Venice. And now we're back. And it's time to get back to the deal. And so that's what I am going to try and do. And we will see how that goes. And we'll finish out the rest of this week. I'll make the rest of this week my video for this week, and we'll see how it goes. So I will see you guys again tomorrow. Okay, everybody, it is Thursday, and I think I said in yesterday's video that I was getting sick. And I am very much, I've gotten there. I'm not getting anymore. It is hitting me hard, and it is just messing me up. Worst part is, I was on vacation for a week right before getting sick, and so the guy who would come in and work for me while I'm sick had just finished coming in and working for me for a week, and he needed a break. And I can't make him do that again, so I'm forcing myself to go to work and deal with it, because I can't do that to somebody. He's never even gonna know that I went through this for him, but yeah, it's rough. I don't know if I'm gonna be getting anywhere this week, if I'm gonna be sick the whole week. Maybe I will, I don't know, but on top of that, it's pouring rain outside right now too. I gotta get out and run to the building, and I'm gonna get soaked. I'm not interested. It's been a bad month. Okay, it is Friday, and for once I really agree with that thank God it's Friday thing, because once this day is over, I'll be able to sleep instead of going to work. I'm still so sick, and it doesn't feel like it's getting better. I think it would if I was able to just not do anything, just stay home and just sleep all day. I probably could have done that today too. I slept all morning, got up a couple of times, but I had an alarm set for 12:30 so that I got up in time to get to work, and then it went off, and I'm like, oh, time to get up and go to work. And then I fell back asleep. And I slept for another 20 minutes, and then I woke up and, oh my gosh, oh no, I'm gonna miss work. So I had to rush to try and get ready in time. I was still super late for work, but at this point, they're lucky that I can make it at all. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. I don't know that I'm making much progress or much of a difference. I have kind of gotten myself on track. Today I just had hamburger. It's the only thing that I ate. Just some ground beef that I cooked up and ate that. And I've been getting along, and I think I'm doing a little better, and I think by next week, once I feel better, I could really make some progress. So here's crossing my fingers. Okay, it is Saturday, and to tell you the truth, I'm feeling significantly better today. It's made a big difference to be able to be home and just relax and rest. This morning I did get up and I made myself some ground beef. I just cooked what was left of the chub that I've been working on all week. And I couldn't eat very much of it though. I ate maybe half of what I cooked, which might have been a pound. I don't know, it wasn't that much. I mean, it was pretty fatty, so it was very filling, and I wasn't hungry to begin with, so I ate a little bit, and then I thought, well, I'll put the rest in the fridge, and when I do get hungry, I'll eat it. Well, that didn't work out for me, because my daughter decided that she wanted tostadas, and she's like, can I use some of your hamburger? And I was like, oh, okay. And so she turned that into taco meat, covered it with, spices and blah, blah. And I used to like taco meat, but nowadays I find it just, well, it's revolting. It's overly spiced to the infinity. Maybe that's okay when you're putting cheese and sour cream and all sorts of other stuff on it, lettuce, putting it on a tostada. But yeah, I have a hard time eating it now. But yeah. So she did that. She used my meat, what was left of it. So I did not get to eat the rest of it. And when I did get hungry, I just kind of dealt with it. I just didn't eat anything else. That's what I had for the day. I think I'm going to be hungry tomorrow. Okay, it is Sunday, and I'm feeling better still. Still not there 100%, and I probably won't be 100% even tomorrow. I'll have to go back to work tomorrow still with a snuffly nose and, a little tired, but at least I'm not just like wanting to sleep the entire day. So that's good. Today was my son's birthday, and because of that, we did a bunch of special stuff for his birthday. My wife made a special breakfast for him this morning, which was fine. It was more special for me than most breakfasts, to tell you the truth, although it was sausage and bacon, which is not what I'm trying to eat. I'm trying to go lion diet, but I think I won't really go hard till I get off of being sick, before I can really get down to it. So the fact that I ate bacon and sausage, not a big deal. It was bacon, sausage, and eggs. And I ate most of it, to tell you the truth. The kids and my wife nibbled at it like a bunch of little friggin' rabbits or something. And then they're like, here's all the leftovers. And so I ate that. And that was good. That kept me full for most of the day. At the end of the day, my wife made dinner. And my son had requested steak because, I've been working on it. And that's what he likes now. So he requested steak for his birthday, and my wife got some good steak from Costco, and she cooked it up so well. It was just perfectly done. It was so rare and like perfectly rare. Like it wasn't uncooked. It was, I don't know how to say it. It was red, but it was amazing. It was so good. So I ate a fair amount of that before going to bed. But it was good. It felt great. It was sirloin, so it's going to be not as fatty as I would prefer, but it was so tasty that I don't care. So that was Sunday, and I think all in all, I've done okay. Okay, so there you go. That is the video for this time, not this week, because it's 3 weeks. This is week, 67, 8, and 9 or something. I don't even know what week we're on anymore. It's been such a long time. I'm confused. But yeah, I think all in all, things turned out pretty good. It could have been worse. It turned out pretty good. I was bad in between my stepmom's funeral, the week that we had to go out of town for that. And then we had 1 week before going to Italy. And during that week, I was bad. I didn't really talk about that. I guess I kind of skipped all those videos. And I just said, hey, I'm in Europe. And so I didn't take accountability, I guess, for those, but I was a very bad boy. Not super bad. I mean, obviously, I did not break out of carnivore diet. I have stuck to 100% animal products, getting close to 2 years now. Haven't had a single carb, well, I haven't had a single, there's carbs in meat, right? Like there's not a lot, but there is some. There's carbs in dairy, and I have had that stuff. I haven't had a single treat, we'll say. I haven't had anything with grains in it. I haven't had anything with vegetables in it, fruits in it, anything sweet. I think I've done pretty well. And even in the time that I was being bad, the worst thing I did was have a whole lot of cream. That was what I was doing that was super bad. I was drinking cream like it was going out of style. But yeah, I think while I was on my vacation, I did really well. I managed to stick to carnivore. I didn't even eat that much, truthfully. I did a lot of just, eating a bunch of the hotel food in the morning, and I think I saved money that way too. So, I think that worked out pretty well. And when I came back, I think I actually weighed less when I came back than I did when I left, which is usually not the way it is for vacations. Usually you leave, skinnier and come back fatter. That's definitely what happened when I went on our cruise. That cruise that we went on last year at about this time, that I came home much heavier than I left. But in this case, I think it was the other way around. I did plenty of walking, for one, and I just didn't eat that much. And I think that worked out. And then getting sick brought me down probably a little bit more. In more ways than one. I was brought down in general, but also it brought my weight down. So yeah, that was the deal with this. It was pretty good. I think, you know, you can stick with carnivore pretty much anywhere you go, especially if you can handle fasting. You know, like what I did was, you know, one meal a day a lot of times, and you know, that's an easy way to do a trip. You know, when you don't have to stop to eat or do any of that kind of stuff, you can do a lot more. You can see a lot more, and I recommend it for my patients who chew gum. Sorry, that's the old Trident commercial. I recommend it for carnivores. You know, if you're eating carnivore, fasting's not that hard, because carnivore fills you up and you wind up fasting pretty much anyways because you're just full and you don't feel hungry. So it works out. One thing that I do before I go want to complain about is this thing that happened to me on Facebook. See, where before I went on my trip, I thought I would go on my carnivore group. Not my carnivore group, but it's a carnivore group that I go to frequently. There's a lot of people on it, and I got on there and I thought, hey, do you guys have any recommendations on what I should do to help me stay carnivore during my trip? I said, anybody travel to Italy while on carnivore? I have a trip coming up in a couple of months, and I'm really worried that I won't be able to stay carnivore there. That would be bad because going off even the slightest gives me digestive issues. I'd hate to have that ruin a vacation. What did you do? And most people, you know, they did the usual thing that you do when you answer people on an internet-based thing is you say, you're an idiot. Everybody has meat. They have meat in Italy. What kind of a dumbass are you? So I got a lot of comments like that. And they said, a lot of people said, steaks, they're great. You can get steaks. They're so good in Italy. You should do it. Which is weird because I didn't find that to be that much the case. It was difficult. All the stuff that they said was not really true. Every restaurant that I went to, they did have something that I could eat. So there was that. But it was not cheap and it was not easy. And what I was hoping for, some kind of a good, you know, advice that would, you know, make it easy for me. I never got that, but I did get this. This was the worst thing. Here's the first comment. Somebody says, just enjoy some pastry here and there. Like, I needed somebody to encourage me to cheat. Thank you. Yeah, I'll just have some pastries, because that hasn't caused me a problem in the past. What was I thinking? Of course, I'll have some pastries. That's what I was really asking. And another person was even worse. He says, I say, for the love of God, cheat some on this diet there, because their food is clean. It's amazing. Do not miss out. Their food is clean. Well, I mean, that might be true. Maybe their food doesn't have as much, I don't know, yoga mat foam mixed into it as, you know, like a Subway sandwich does. But that's not my problem, you know? Like, that might have helped me 30 years ago when I was 20. And I, you know, if I just ate clean food from then on, I would still be skinny and healthy. But a lot of people, you know, they really focus on this clean thing, like it's going to change everything. It's only going to change for some people, you know, when you're still 50 pounds overweight. And that's after having done this for a year and a half, almost 2 years. You know, you got to do more than just eat clean. You got to change the way you eat. And you don't cheat. Like I learned in 2018, when I first started, well, did I learn? I don't know, but I learned for sure. I was shown the error of my ways. I first started doing keto in 2018. And after having lost about 30 pounds and really getting that momentum and feeling great, me and my wife decided, well, we're going on vacation to San Francisco, and while we're there, we're going to give ourselves a rest. We're going to cheat on our diet for a while, and then we'll get back to it when we came back. When we come back, well, no, that didn't happen. We came back, and we blew it. We never went back. We gained all the weight that we'd lost back, and that was how it went from there. My wife's never gone back. She's just pretty much given up on that altogether. I eventually tried to go back again and again, and then eventually found Carnivore, and have still had to fight my way. Because every time you give up, every time you let yourself cheat, you're starting over. And it's hard to start over every single time. So don't do it. Don't cheat with some pastries on vacation. There's no pastries from Italy that are so great that it's going to be worth it. Just like the sourdough bread in San Francisco wasn't that great. It was not worth ruining everything. And here we are 7 years later, you know, and my wife's never even tried it again. Never gone back. It's all over. Yeah, I have to say, seeing people like that was the encouragement that I got from somebody on that Facebook group. Made me think, boy, with friends like these, who needs enemies? Why am I coming to this thing in the first place? Okay, so to finish up, let's take a look at how it went. The last time that I weighed myself and did an average that I put up on the screen for y'all was weeks ago now. I think it was right after Christmas. I don't think I even did one in the last video. But when I did that, I weighed 233.2. It was January 5th or something like that. Now my weight's gone up a lot since then, and it's come back down and gone back up and come back down. And today, my average for the week, this last week that we had here, was 238.8. That's not too bad. That's actually, you know, worse than what my present weight is. I weighed 235 this morning, so I think I'm on the, you know, the slope going downward. So next week should be even better. But that puts me at 5.6 pounds up from a month ago. But yeah, now it's time to do this week, and it's time to kick it into gear, kick it up a notch, kick it, and that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna really go for it this week. I mean, it's as much as I can. I don't know. I am still vaguely sick, so we'll see how well I can do this coming up week. But I am not eating cheese, not eating dairy, and that's gonna make a huge difference, I think. It's gonna really make things go fast. And so that is what we will do, and I will see you next Monday. For real, folks, I'll be here next Monday. I will see you then on Big Anklovich on Health.